Okay guys, we got a lot to talk about today. So again, the pop filter is on its way. I'm trying my best. So it'll be here, the problem will be fixed. So let's just get through these next few videos. What we're going to talk, oh yes, and by the way, I am using Google Chrome. I figured I'm going to use it for the weekend and see how I like it, how I don't like it, because I need to make a video about it. And I need to use it to see how it's going. So far, so good, except for a few problems. I've had problems uploading videos to YouTube and other certain sites, and I'm not finding it being much faster than Safari. But I do like how its downloads go across the bottom and has the little circular green progress bar. I like that. But let's talk about this, the HP Envy. Now, HP has been doing a lot of good things here lately. They've been taking a lot of design cues from Apple, and I commend them for it. Now, the problem is that the laptop we're going to talk about today is a Mac Pro ripoff. I mean, for one, look at it. Just look at it. I mean, people want to say Sony started the chiclet keys, but nobody wanted the chiclet keys till Apple made it. I mean, this looks like a MacBook Pro. Look at it. Can you seriously tell me the irony in the fact that a computer that blatantly copies the MacBook Pro is called the Envy? You all think about that for a minute. Think about that irony. It's a MacBook Pro copy, and it's called Envy. That was their first mistake. I mean, if you're gonna plop down this kind of change, you might as well get the real thing. This proves if you build a product the quality that Apple builds, it's going to be expensive. Apple just doesn't sell bargain bin products. That's it. It's not that they're overpriced on the products that they do sell. It's just they don't sell cheap ones like HP does. When HP attempts to build a laptop even close to the quality of the MacBook Pro, look what the price becomes. So let's look at this here. Here's the HP Envy 13 and 15. The 15 is a little better deal, and we're going to talk about that in the next video. This video, we're going to stick with the 13. Then we'll cover the 15, which some would argue is just as good a deal, if not better, because you get a faster processor. But we'll talk about that. We're going to stick to the 13 in this video. 15 next video. So here's the HP 15 Envy. I've got it pulled up here on HP's website to configure, and as you can see, the base configuration, $16.99. Now let's pull up the base configuration of the 13-inch MacBook Pro. $11.99. Already, the Mac is cheaper. The MacBook Pro 13 inch is cheaper. Oh, they got some pre-configured configurations for you to check out. It's pretty nice, huh? Okay, so here we go. There's that one. There's that one. Let's go ahead and customize and buy. And these websites on HP, God bless them, they're just so tacky. It just don't flow very smoothly, does it? Zinjuan Vista Windows 7 Professional. So we're gonna get Windows 7 Home Premium, so we won't add anything to the price. Hell, $16.99 is super expensive as it is. You ought to get Professional included. Let's go to our processor. What processor do we get in our MacBook Pro? I didn't see what it was. Let me go back. It is a 2.26 Intel Core 2 Duo. So we want to make sure, the base price is just a 1.8, and the more expensive processor is just a 2.13. So the MacBook Pro is faster than even the fastest configured HP Envy. So we'll add the higher priced CPU there. As you can see, this one has a 2.26, and we can go up to 2.53, but we'll stick to 2.26 because it's the lowest configuration. To get close to that with the HP Envy, I have to get the highest configuration. Let's talk about memory. 3 gigs of system memory, or 5 gigs. That's it. They don't offer any more. Well, looks like here with the MacBook Pro, I can go 2 gigs, 4 gigs, or 8 gigs. If you want to go 8 gigs, you go aftermarket and get it a lot cheaper. So let's go ahead and add the 4 gigs for $100. We'll make it $12.99. Let's go to the hard drives. Open the HP Envy here. 250 gig, 5400 RPM hard drive. Okay, so 250 gig. Let's go ahead and up the MacBook Pro to 250 gigs. We can actually add 320 gigs for an extra 50 bucks if you want. It's a 5400 RPM hard drive too. But we do have an SSD option here, as does the HP Envy, whereas you only get 160 gigabyte options, whereas in the MacBook Pro you can have 128 or 256. 256 is ridiculously expensive. The 228 is 350 gigs, so the HP is cheaper on the hard drive front. Let's go to the display here. Let's take our 1600 by 900 display to make it equal to the Mac Pro. We don't need any personalization, so here's what we got. Let's go through here and see what we got. Intel Core 2.13, 6 meg L2 cache, 512 ATI Mobility Radeon 4330, 3 gigs of RAM, 250 gig hard drive, webcam, wireless in, instant on solution. I don't know what that is. They're advertising instant on. They shouldn't even advertise that. Shit. That should just be natural. 4-cell lithium battery claiming 7 hours of battery life. It looks like it has maybe an eSATA port and a FireWire port that the Mac Pro don't have. But the bottom line is $18.99 versus the same or similar spec MacBook Pro $13.49. Now, I'm not saying these laptops are exactly the same or they're a perfect comparison, but what I am saying is, even when companies who are famous for cheap computers try to make one at the quality and build quality of a Mac, you see theirs too are expensive. It's just not Mac that's overpriced. Anybody who tries to build a good quality machine is going to have to charge for it. And this right here from HP proves it. You really don't think they would try to sell that for cheaper if they thought they could get away with it? You know they would. But if they sell it for any cheaper, what are they afraid of? People's going to perceive it as a cheap computer, or they're afraid they're not going to sell that many, so they're going to make up the money while charging extra for it. Why is this HP $18.99? Why is it that much money when HP has plenty of cheap computers? Why is this one $18.99? I'm assuming because it's built better than their cheap bargain bin laptops. I'm assuming that more care has went into the design and engineering of it. This is just proof that it's not just Macs. You get what you pay for. Why is this laptop from HP $18.99? When everybody complains about, oh, MacBook Pros are so expensive, I'll go get one from HP for $300. I'll go get one from Dell for $500. Yet when HP makes a laptop copying the MacBook Pro, the prices are more expensive. The only thing PCs have that are cheaper are these cheap bargain bin PCs or laptops. That's the only shit you find cheaper, unless you build it yourself. And when it comes to laptops, you're not going to build it yourself. So this is proof. Even when PC manufacturers build a laptop, the quality of the MacBook Pro, they charge you for it as well. I mean, it kind of sounds counterintuitive. You create a knockoff product and you charge more for it? I mean, come on. Now, I got some stuff over here on this second screen that I want to talk about too, but I also got some notes I've written down over here. I've got the 13-inch MacBook Pro starts at $11.99 and the 15-inch starts at $16.99. Now, when you deck out this 15-inch computer, I did it on ahead of time. It gets to be about $2,500. This one is about $1,900. Now, for $2,500, you could purchase a 13-inch MacBook Pro, time capsule, a computer desk, an office chair, and 2 classes at your local community college. I mean, this is the same argument you PC guys are throwing at us. Look what I can get for the same price. Look what I can get. Macs are overpriced. I can get 3 PCs for the price of your one. Well, okay then, justify this for me. Why is this Envy so expensive? I can get 2 Mac Pros just about for the price of the MacBook Pros, just about for the price of this one. Actually, I can get 2 MacBooks for the price of one of these Envies, decked out to where we need it to be. So what's the excuse, guys? What's the excuse? I can buy 2 Macs for the price of that 1 HP. You know? So it's the same argument. You're all getting the same argument through back in your face. It's just pure ownage. It's proof. Even PC Even PC manufacturers can't build a laptop at the quality of the MacBook and charge cheap for it. They can't do it. This totally blows the Lap Hunter commercials out of the water. $18.99. What if the Lap Hunter commercial goes in there and they say, okay, pick you out a laptop. Oh, here's an HP Envy for $16.99 base configuration. Oh, but wait a minute. Here's an Apple MacBook Pro for $1,200. Whoa. Wait a minute. Have I been lied to for the last year? People told me that PCs were cheaper. But what I'm seeing is the MacBook Pro is cheaper than this HP. No, ma'am. You got to come over here and look at these bargain bin PCs if you want something cheap. You see, now we're really getting into the bare bones of it. Now there's another laptop that you can put into the same category as the MacBook Pro, and it's just as expensive. You can't compare them cheap $300, $400, $500, $600 laptops to a MacBook Pro, and how dare your dumbasses even try? Why isn't this? You could go to HP's website and find another laptop with the same processor, same RAM, only it's not an Envy, and it would be probably $500, $600, $700, $800, right? So what's so special about this Envy? What's so special about the MacBook Pros? Care has went into the design and build process of these things. You all just don't understand this. But this HP is proof. It's proof of why MacBook Pros and Macs are so expensive. You know, this HP laptop is not being sold for $600, $700 when you can easily find one with the same specs for $600, $700, $800, probably $1,000. This is a different machine. It's built better. It's engineered better. It looks better. It's got a better feel to it. You know, do you all understand what I'm getting at here? I mean, I figure once they start copying your design, like HP has here, everything becomes passé. And now this shows that others are matching Apple hardware. You go, now finally we have a laptop that matches the build quality and hardware of the MacBook Pro. And guess what? It's more expensive. Ha ha. Let's see. Here's a quote that I wrote down here. Personally, I think that the design is such a shameful ripoff that I have trouble caring about the specs. $16.99 is a starting price for a machine that basically lifts its entire aesthetic design cues off a machine that, while not as powerful, is significantly cheaper and still manages to look more polished. Nice try, HP. It's just a shame that such a positive step up from their otherwise fugly laptop designs required a complete lift off of other people's designs. You know, think about that for a minute. I'm talking now, MacBook Pro 13 is cheaper, but the 15-inch, the HP, is more powerful. But they've ripped off the Mac Pro so blatantly that I don't even care about that. I mean, the guy's trying to make a point when he says, nice try, HP. It's a shame that such a positive step up from their otherwise fugly laptop designs required a complete rip-off of somebody else's. That's true. So there you go. You think what you want. You want to pay that for a PC laptop that runs Windows 7, or do you want to pay this for a MacBook Pro laptop that runs Windows or OS 10? Even if these are built better than HP's normal laptops, how dare they try to charge us that? They think by charging us a high price that we're going to think it's a good machine? Bullshit. The only thing this computer does is prove that the PCs can't build a laptop or a computer at the quality of the Macs and charge cheaply for it. This is proof. They can't do it. This is proof that all those cheap laptops and desktops you get are just that. Cheap. Here's some more CPU benchmarks. I just wanted to point this out to the likes of Adobe PC. Look who's number one. Who's the fastest chip on the list? Intel Xeon 3.33, which was just added to the Mac Pro lineup, by the way. You can go option your Mac Pro to a 3.33 now. And I want you to notice how much the top two scores are Xeons, and look how much the 3.33 scores above all the others. It just leaves them all in the dust. The top two scores are Xeons. Then we get to the Core i7, and the 860 i7 is down about right here from the top. So it's real close to the top, which is what the iMac i7s have in them. I don't know if the i5s are even listed in the mark. They might be down through here somewhere. They might. I don't see any. Here's an i5, Core i5 right here. Core i5 750 2.6, way down here in the middle there. Okay, so here is the 15. When we get to the 15-inch version of the HP Envy, it has the Intel Core i7 Mobile 1.6, and it's scored 3300 or 3400 almost. So it scores higher than any Core 2 laptops, but it's really one of the very, very lowest scoring quad processors out there. I don't think the new MacBook Pros are going to be going with this i7 Mobile. I think they're going to have something different. I'm hearing a Nahum version of a 2-core chip, which means it'll have 2 cores but 4 threads. So basically, this is just telling Adobe PC, look, man, even here, the Xeons are faster. The top-of-the-line Xeons are faster. So the Xeons and the Core i7s, there is a difference between the two, guys. There is a difference. So don't let him try to tell you that they're not the same. I will put this link in the description if I can remember to do it. Okay? You all can check this out for yourself. So there you go. Apple Soldier on an HP Envy, and I love HP. If I was going to get a PC, I'd look at HPs. I'd consider them because they have been taking design cues from Apple a lot lately with their new workstation series I showed you in that video the other day with the nice interior they've designed. And now they're taking this processor and making it look just like a MacBook Pro. That's the 15-inch. Let's see this one right here. And it's got the aluminum design and stuff. And I don't know. I just think it's a ripoff. And I've noticed one little thing about Safari is it does launch faster than Chrome. But other than that, I haven't used it enough yet to tell. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video. OS 10. Oh, by the way, I want you to notice that Google Chrome is using more of my processor than anything else. I mean, I thought Safari was bad, but Google Chrome is using more than Safari most of the time now. WebKit, I mean, that's Safari, but there's Google Chrome. Used to, it was Safari right there on the list. It said Safari something or another. I can't remember. There it is. There's Safari 0.25. It went to the top. But what I'm noticing is Google Chrome consistently being in the top 3 apps of the highest CPU usage. It's consistently in the top 3. It's knocked Safari out. So there you go. Chrome might be this, that, or the other, but it definitely uses more CPU than Safari. See you next time, guys. OS 10.